a new horror film that went through the festival circuit last year and got a lot of hype, and that is Obsession. I knew nothing about it going into this film. Does it live up to, I guess, the hype that is going around? Let's dive in. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Movie Dive. Today we're diving into Curry Barker's new film, or I guess I should say first film he's ever directed, aside from some YouTube videos back in the day, and that is Obsession. Before we do, please don't forget to subscribe to the Movie Dive, and don't forget to ring the bell button down below to get notifications on the channel. There's been a lot of horror movies that come out very occasionally that people just rise this hype about. Just talk about how scary it is, how good it is, and you see it, and it's not bad, but it's also not the craziest thing you've ever seen. I did see some quick reviews about Obsession being really good, and some reviewers online and some reels online months ago coming out of festivals with some reviewers saying you absolutely are going to have to see this movie. But the thing about festivals is your mind can be all over the place because you see so many movies that when you finally see one that's decent, you blow it out of proportion about how good it is. So I went into Obsession knowing nothing. Just by the poster and a little bit of the marketing, I did have an idea that it's about a guy who's really into a girl and makes a wish for her to fall in love with him. And that is basically the premise of the film. And I will say this thing goes insane. At the beginning of the movie, I thought it was going to be kind of a young romance horror film that had some bit of dark humor and fun to it. And it does have that, but it kind of slow burns into insanity. The longer I go away from the film, I realize how effective that insanity actually was. Obsession has a lot of stuff to say, even though the premise seems quite simple. Someone makes a wish, the wish comes true, be careful what you wish for, bad stuff happens. Most stories have already been done. It has to do with the directing, writing, and acting to really bring that story to life in a very effective way. And Obsession is very effective. Perfect title for the movie. Anyone who's been in a relationship or anyone who's been into a toxic relationship type situation, this brings it out to 10, giving you maybe some PTSD of those situations, but brings some real fears to life in this film. And there's moments at the beginning of the movie where I'm kind of watching it and thinking, I don't know if it would work out that way. Or maybe the main actor who has the girl in love with him, at some point I'm thinking, you're going to call the cops, aren't you? But then as time goes on, thinking about the movie is this guy was also obsessed with her. He had one wish, and that wish was for her to fall in love with him. He could have done anything. This guy could have made a wish to cure world hunger, could have made a wish to stop all wars. Instead, he makes a wish to have just his crush fall in love with him, showing this very nice guy, good guy, is actually really selfish. Now, of course, when he does the wish, he doesn't believe it's actually going to work, so there's that aspect of it. And when it comes to it being frightening and scary, I wouldn't say it's like, of course, the scariest thing of all time, but there's some very effective moments when it comes to it being frightening. And that is led by the main actress. I'm going to read it right here because I'm sure I'm going to butcher it wrong, but Indy Navarrette, I don't know. Someone please tell me how you say that correctly. But man, she is so good. Kind of reminds me of Naomi from Smile 2. It's just really top-notch performance. I think Naomi Scott should have been nominated for that film as well as I think for this one here. Hopefully she ends up getting nominated because she does some insane body stuff in this film. I don't think this thing works nearly as well as it should without her acting in it. I mean, the main character as well, Michael Johnston, who plays a character named Bear, he's also fantastic in the movie. And this movie is only a $15 million film. You can tell while you watch it that it's not the highest budget and that it was something that was independent that would later get picked up. And you love seeing stuff like this, so creative, turn into a hit. And I think it's going to turn into a hit because everyone who watches it is really going to be into this movie, especially if you're a horror fan. It's something that brings some new chills to the screen. Now, I'm being a little bit vague in this because if you haven't seen any of the trailers or don't know much about the film, I also want you to go into it as blind as I was, but know that it is really worth your time going to check out. And people talk about things being the best horror film of the year. I mean, we haven't really got anything that's that good of a horror film. So yeah, this is the best horror film we've gotten this year. I mean, Undertone I thought was pretty good as well, but this one I definitely enjoyed quite a bit more, and I'm thinking about it a lot coming out of it. It's one of those movies that I wish I had a group of friends to really talk about all the crazy stuff that happened. There's some particular scenes that really get under my skin, and because of that, I'm going to be giving Obsession a 79 out of 100. What did you guys think of it? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Movie Dive, and we will see you next time.